Every single time. Every single time I don't turn it on. Hello. Happy Tuesday night. And welcome, Lucky 7, to the stream.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So tonight I've got Lucky 7. Your name is Gracie.
Yes.
And we're happy to have you. So we'll get to know you a little bit with a Q&A.
Okay.
And then we'll jump into some music, and we'll play some tech house, mostly for me. That's for me. And then I think you're going to take people on like a bit of a techno journey, you said,
just
right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think that's great. So, okay. I will start off with your bio. So Lucky 7 is a genre-bending artist, blending techno and bass to curate her sets. She is a local London DJ who started playing her first gigs in and out of college clubs downtown, slowly working her way into the Toronto scene with bookings like Isabelles, NOMAD and Lavelle, inspired by the drum and bass scene in the UK, the dubstep scene overall, and techno culture in Europe. She works to create unique and high-energy environments wherever she plays. And I've seen that, so I definitely agree. I like that you're blending bass with techno. I didn't realize that, obviously I saw you play at Heads and Tails. So I saw some of that, and I like that because I like bass, and I do like techno. I just can't really play it. I've had a few people on the stream to play techno with me before, and I was like, honestly, it did them a disservice. I was like, I just don't have the tracks to support
that Heads and Tails gig was like the first time I realized I was like, wait, I can play techno and bass at the same time. All is well in the world. Because I always was like, I can't mix both. But then I did, so it's fine.
It's interesting that you say that because, so do you know who Whipped Cream is?
Yeah.
So she has a new techno alias, and that's like kind of what I actually saw the unveiling of it last year in Amsterdam when I was at ADE. I was literally like this close to her. I was like sick. Front and center just staring at her.
What's her alias?
Oh my God, what's it called now? Caroline, I think? Caroline.
Caroline. That's
that's her name, but so that was kind of cool. So that is kind of what it reminded me of a little bit.
I mean, that's kind of like you also with your alias. Not techno, but
similar. It is techno, but it's like a different kind of techno.
Okay.
That's why when people are like, I play techno. I'm like, well, what kind of techno? Like, what kind?
We'll see. I mean, if you want to hop in while I'm playing techno, then go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see how it goes. But, let's kind of get started with how you started.
Okay.
So, how did you get started DJing?
I started DJing actually like a long, long time ago. We were talking about this before the stream. My neighbor growing up is a DJ, like vinyl DJ. And when I was in like middle school, I think I just was like really obsessed with the movie Pitch Perfect and really wanted to be a DJ. So somehow he was like, sure, I'll teach you how to DJ. Taught me how to DJ. I bought my first controller off of him because he was selling it. I still have it. It's a DDJ SR. It's so old.
Oh my
gosh. The cue buttons don't work. Like I have to make a hot cue to start a song.
That's okay. That's so funny though.
And I still have it. It's still what I practice on. I learned through him and then got back into it in uni because like everyone here is a DJ.
Everyone here is a DJ. It's very true.
So yeah,
it's a good thing.
That was how I got back into it. I originally got into it because I was an annoying kid in my neighborhood and really wanted to learn.
I think that's cool though. Like, so did you started learning on vinyl?
Yeah, I learned on vinyl and like Serato.
Cool. You have to teach me. I want to learn vinyl.
It's so hard. I've tried going back. Like I've tried a couple times doing open format again, and it's like you don't realize how good I have it on digital. Even
like the new equipment versus like some old equipment, like it's so just night and day. You can't see it. Like and it's funny. Like I've had some. I don't want to say like older DJs, but I've had some DJs that have been like DJing for like 30 years on my stream. So they started on vinyl, and you can tell the difference between someone who like the technique I feel like is different because you needed a bit of a different technique. And if that's
you need a lot more ears than like eyes, I feel.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of what they're doing. And I've noticed just a different approach kind of. Where I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that. And then they do it, and I'm like, oh, damn, that actually was so good.
So I agree. The style is different, even like small differences.
Yeah.
Like, they're definitely more precise because I feel like now most people learn with like they start with looking at. They start with looking at.
I mean, it's like impossible not
eyes.
to. Yeah.
Obviously, it's right in front of you.
It's like right in front of your face, for sure. So that makes sense. Well, that's really cool. So you started then, and then you kind of got back to it a few years later. Was there anything that kind of like spurred that, getting back into it while you're in university or at Western?
Not like, honestly, I think just being around, like, a lot of my guy friends were DJs and they were always like doing it at parties and whatever. And I was like, wait, I can do that. I could do, at a point in my life, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like okay, now I need to prove that I actually still can do it.
Yeah.
And I started doing that. And then
you probably have more
promoted
skill
for a
than
little
them
bit.
because you were actually like.
No, when I got back into it in uni, I was like, wait, what is going on? I had to relearn a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I started going to more shows in London because I started making more friends like in the scene. And yeah, eventually I got booked by someone who's my really good friend now. And that kind of like cascaded for the rest of my DJ history, I guess.
Which is cool, which is great. And what kind of like music were you into? Like when you started on like learning on vinyl, what were you playing then versus like what you're playing now?
I was playing like when I was playing on vinyl, a lot of like pop and like R&B kind of stuff. And then I slowly, I mean, even young me had a little taste for EDM, I guess. I was obsessed with Skrillex, which was
who
like
wasn't?
weird. Yeah, but like as like an 11-year-old who's also obsessed with Katy Perry, I feel like Skrillex is a weird thing to also be obsessed with.
I don't know. I think they go together well. But yeah, I get
Katy
it.
Perry collab.
Next collab. Yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of music. And then when I got back into DJing in uni, a lot of tech house, a lot of top 40 remixes, because my first set that I got paid for was at the Belfort, which is like very top 40 like college music.
Yeah.
But little like tech house spin to it. And then I started like at the time, a bunch of my friends were really into drum and bass. So I went through like an intense drum and bass phase, which I still love. I just don't play that much of anymore.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you've played like so many different genres.
Yeah. I need to pick one.
I feel like you don't need to pick one, but I feel like after you've been playing for a bit, like you have ones that you probably gravitate to.
Yeah.
Like, are there ones that you like gravitate to?
Yes. Like dubstep and techno are definitely the two like biggest ones I gravitate to. I do love tech house. I do love like minimal and all that. I played a lot of Afro house over the summer for like I was DJing in restaurants.
Yeah, I feel like that's just like what everybody wants.
Yeah,
now.
that's what everyone wants to hear. But yeah, dubstep, techno, my two biggest loves, I guess.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I mean, yeah. What about like who are your favorite artists in those genres?
My favorite artists for dubstep are probably like Mary Droppins, Tape B, Rez. I don't even know. Dubstep like hypno.
I know. Like what
so
is Rez?
Cool.
I consider Rez like bass.
She's like her own
But
genre.
it's like mid tempo, I guess.
I guess, yeah. And then techno, I really like. I mean, like everyone on Drum Codes, like Adam Bayer's label. Everyone on Drum Codes, I love.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else I've been. I like T78, who's I think it's Octone is the label that they are assigned to. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
I feel like most of the time I'm like I have no idea who they are. I just am like I like this song and I like this.
Yeah.
And then I find out that like it's I don't know 2 people and I'm like I didn't even. Yeah, it's 5 people.
Yeah.
It's like.
But yeah, anyone. Yeah, I don't know techno artists. I definitely am like less knowledgeable in comparison to dubstep and like artists and stuff. I do know I really like Drum Codes and Octone on the techno side though.
Okay.
So.
But any favorite artists that you're like, okay, I love this artist?
I like Nina Kravitz. I watched one of her like techno vinyl sets the other day.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my god, I need to do this. So maybe the vinyl
that'll
will make
definitely
a
be you one
reappearance.
day. Yeah.
I hope.
Bring it back to vinyl. Techno on vinyl, I think that's cool. That's
I think
a cool
it's
vibe.
so cool and like just like you need to get into some like hard groove for that for sure.
Yeah.
I think. Who I saw Eli Brown this summer and that like I have a newfound fan like
oh my
joy
God, he's
for
amazing.
him. He's
Actually,
insane.
One of my friends, he does like videography and stuff
Oh, really?
for him, and he just did him like stuff at the Sphere for him. I know,
insane.
which is pretty cool.
I want to go to the Sphere so bad. Like that's like a
Same.
dream
That's like definitely a bucket list item. I agree. Like Anima said it. I had a few friends go to see that, and I'm like, yeah.
I like all the videos from Anima. Like Anima in himself is like his visuals are
just
insane.
like next
but
level.
Sphere,
but at the
I
Sphere,
can't imagine.
I know
That would be trippy.
I feel the same.
Yeah.
So what has been like your favorite experience in terms of events or festivals so far? Like what's your kind of key moment?
To go to or
play? Something that you've got to go to or play. I mean, whatever.
Last
Could be
year,
both.
for St. Patty's Day, I got to DJ Rebel with one of my friends, and that was like oh my God. Like them walking us up like backstage to go through like all the green rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Was insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That was like a
Penny was there too. Penny and Fen.
Yeah, Penny and Fen did a back-to-back as well.
Yeah.
And it was just like a very surreal moment. Like
That's
the
so
imposter
cool.
syndrome was real. I was like, what am I doing here? What's happening? But that was awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah. That would probably be like my favorite like peak experience so far. What else?
And what did you play for that?
That was like because it was St. Patty's Day, like very tech house, like very like mainstream
and,
house
like,
music.
Remixes.
Yeah. But it was a lot. Like it was so much fun. I got to DJ with like one of my good friends who's also a DJ. Like I mean, I got to DJ with one of my DJ friends. Yeah.
I got to DJ with
she was awesome.
Cool.
So that was like super bucket list.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably anything you've gone to,
anything I've gone to,
that you're like, this was the best like festival or
best. Okay, this summer I went to Ilsonique for one day and the bass stage like changed my life.
I
saw like Cranked At back-to-back Sullivan King and Tapey back-to-back Levity.
Oh my God, Tapey.
Back-to-back Levity. That was crazy.
Give me that.
I also went to EI earlier this summer that Sammy, Virgie, and like Mochak were playing.
Mikey loves Sammy Virgie. He's like the biggest Sammy Virgie fan.
That was my second time seeing Sammy. That was ridiculous. Like he's just like the energy that he brings and like the energy that his crowd brings is like unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of music has that style too.
Yeah, very bouncy, like uplifting.
Yeah, so like for Christmas, Mikey got me tickets to go see Apadan, and I didn't even know who she was.
She's awesome.
And she was, and then we went to Coda and saw her, and it was literally the best show that I've seen in like such a long time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the energy, it was just unreal.
Like, the bouncy house,
I think
UKG.
It's partially the music. Obviously, she's an amazing DJ, but it's like I think it's a combination of that.
Like the music is just like you're meant to like bounce around and like dance and go crazy to it. Yeah.
And like have fun to it. And then what about bucket list items? I know we talked about the Sphere, but like anything else that you're like, okay, this is what I would love. Somewhere I'd love to go.
Somewhere I would love to go to like Electric Forest or Shambhala. I would love to play either of those, but like something a little more close in reach for bucket list is definitely Coda.
Yeah.
I would love to play Coda or the McCormick Warehouse.
Yeah.
That is like my all-time favorite venue.
Cool.
I think it's so scary.
Yeah.
So one of
those are definitely
two.
approachable. Yeah. I'm sure that
I think it'll come.
Yeah, it'll come. It'll come. We're manifesting some Coda appearances. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's everyone in like every GTA DJ's dream is to play Coda.
I think so.
And everyone's bucket list.
Definitely. I feel like here we've got Rum Runners, but like I feel like Coda is like the Rum Runners is here for us. That's what it is in the city. So I think that makes sense.
I agree.
Why
like there's not many other venues. Like Coda's kind of like, okay, you kind of.
There's other venues that like, but I think Coda
has the name.
Yeah. Right? And they have they bring in such great DJs that also have local support. Because some of the other venues, they'll
bring their own support.
Yeah, they'll bring their own support. And so like there's not really any chance. Like I think some of the ones I've seen like History and stuff like that.
Yeah, they mostly.
Where it's just like whoever's touring with them. Yeah. So that sucks.
But whatever. One day, maybe I won't be local support anymore. I'll be. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great thing to manifest. So and you've had lots of success. I feel like in like the time that you've been playing here, like I've definitely seen it in like the short time that I've known you. So like I'm sure great things to come.
Thanks. You too. Like you were also killing it.
Yeah, thanks, girl. But like do you have any advice for like up and coming DJs, like new DJs, kind of things you've learned along the way?
That it's not as much talent as people think it is. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm just so good at this. Like it's just practice. It's like any other skill. And like that's like the most repetitive advice I think ever. I think I told someone that today. It's just like practice. But seriously, like the more you practice, the more like it just becomes like you start to like get it, and there will be moments where things click that you're like, wait, how did I not even think about this before? Like even this like past summer, and I've been DJing for like in clubs for 2 years. This past summer, I've had so many moments where I was like, how did I not think to do this? Like, how did I not think of this, or that this works like this? But just practice. That's like my biggest piece of advice that I think I'm entitled. Like, there's nothing, I don't really have any crazy, like,
any crazy advice
or anything. It's mostly just like practice and like don't get frustrated with yourself.
Yeah.
watch YouTube videos.
Watch lots of YouTube. I think that's good. I think practicing that makes sense. Some people just think like, you know, that they'll be super good off the bat. Honestly, it is kind of not that hard to get decent off the bat.
Yeah,
but it's like to get really good.
To get really good, you have to like take the time and to focus. But
yeah, like I feel like I'm never gonna be where I would like to be.
Yeah.
Like that's that. But
I don't think anyone is.
No,
right?
but I feel like that shows you how much room for like growth that there can be. Like where there's so much you can do with it. That it's like there's a basic skill level, but then there's so many places you can take it that like it could be whatever you want it to be.
I agree. Which is cool. Yeah, and like listen, like figure out what you like. Like don't play what you think. All the like whatever it's trendy. I mean, if you like what's trendy, you play what's trendy. But like figure out what you like. Like listen to the DJs you like, their sets, see how they do things, how they curate sets, and how they think about mixing. Develop that. Like that's kind of it.
I think that you can like different things too, and I've like felt like that like along the way. Like I definitely I like Sabrina Carpenter, as you can probably tell. Like I like Top 40. Like I'm a basic bitch. Like I have no shame with that.
I'm exactly like other girls. Actually, I love being like other girls.
It's like I have no shame because like that's good. But at the same point, like I also love underground stuff, and I also love like I feel like there's just different experiences to music that you can get through different things, genres. And you don't have to like. You know, there's some people I feel like can be very snobby about it. It's like, it's only this is good music. And I'm like, hey, if that's what you like,
then it's good music
like,
too.
No worries. But like,
I agree. I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is there anything else that you would like to say before I get you to sign the wall? Because I have to get you to sign the wall. Yeah.
Yay.
Like that's a big piece.
No, just like thanks so much for having me on this. We were supposed to do this last
months
last
ago.
spring, and then it ended up not working out. I think my fault that it ended up not working out. But I've been waiting all summer to do this, so I'm very excited.
Okay.
So
well, we're here.
Yay!
All right. Okay. We're gonna get you to sign the wall.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, well, that was a very important piece that we had to do. And we will be right back with some music for you.